Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Yoshi. I'll be your host tonight. This is Spike 324. Starting over here on my end with the panelists so they can introduce themselves.
I'm panelist number 1. My name is Ty. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a mass comm major.
And my name is Amari Allen. I'm panelist number 2. I'm from Greenville, South Carolina, and I am a sophomore.
I am panelist number 3. I am DeAndre Footman, senior music industry major. And yeah, I'm from Orangeburg, South Carolina.
Cool. So we're going to discuss a few topics here today that's going on around the world. So I wanted to start with relationships. How y'all feeling about relationships? We can start off like money-wise. Like, how much would you put into your relationship, you guys think?
Okay, so for me, it depends on like if we just getting together. First of all, you got to have most of your stuff together before I even get with you, because I'm not finna go to somebody who don't even have their stuff together and I got my stuff together. So I say it just depends. Like if I really like that person, we've been talking for like 6 months. If he needs something, I got him. But anything less than that, I don't got it.
Okay, but what about bills or like the bills part?
Oh, you mean like when we end up being together?
Yeah, like.
Oh, well, he gonna pay all the bills.
Whoa.
I'm gonna cook, I'm gonna clean, I'm gonna do my business and stuff like that. So I bring in money on the side and stuff like that. It's just like a team effort. So I'm gonna bring in something, but I'm expecting him to pay like the major bills and stuff like that.
I feel like as far as money, I feel like it's a goal that you and your partner should have, depending on where you would want your relationship to go. For us to talk about money, knowing that money is the necessity of everything that we need. So yeah, I feel like it depends on your goal, your situations. You know, just like our lovely panelist number 1 said, you know, you kind of gotta have like your priorities straight. You know, you kind of make sure that you're comfortable to be with another human being if you are trying to forward a relationship together.
Right.
Cool. So to play, what about on the other side? With them giving too much, how do you guys feel about that? Oh, y'all cool? So y'all would allow them to just continue?
What is the definition of
Right, what you
mean
mean by giving
too
All
much?
right, so like for instance, somebody just coming in like, come on, let me pay all your bills. Anything you ever need, I'm gonna just give it to you. Like at some point, y'all don't feel like that's doing too much and being selfish on your behalf if you continue to just take from this person.
I feel
Exactly,
like
that's
As a
why-
male, I
That's
feel
why
like
you're
that's
supposed to come together and have communication.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm doing, like my intentions are pure, so I'm not finna be just taking. I'm gonna give to you as well. If you're giving to me, I see that as like, okay, this man like really messing with me, so I'm not gonna just take him for advantage and use his stuff.
like you said, as a sole proprietor, as a man, as a male, you know what I'm saying? I am, with me, like my personality, I am a giver. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give till my little heart run out. But it's only so much that you can do with, you know, with who you're dealing with, and again, what you are trying to forward your life into, with being with this other individual. Because I mean, yeah, you know, the money and the materialistic, you know, and everything else can be okay. But I mean, having too much fun and not looking at the road at the same time when you have your license driving is 2 completely different things. So yeah.
Everything is a risk, and if you're gonna take a risk, you need to have a conversation with your significant other, no matter what y'all doing. Money, relationship, I don't care. If you just have an intercourse, you need to have a conversation and make sure this dude is, or this girl is all in with you. You're not just, why would you just go splurge on somebody you don't even want to like face with long term?
yeah,
That's ridiculous.
Definitely gotta
Don't
make sure
get
it's
into
sufficient.
relationships if you're not long term. Like that doesn't make any sense to me.
Right.
But okay.
Oh, okay, I understand. That's cool. Well, how about, all right, let me throw a little scenario at y'all then. So, you're in a relationship, you get what I'm saying, your significant other, you're not necessarily living together, you get what I'm saying, but you guys been messing around, I say about a year. Get what I'm saying? Your significant other says, man, look, I don't got any money to pay my rent. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing bad right now, I can't catch the rent this month, you get what I'm saying? Y'all live in separate homes, but they ask, can you help me out? What would be your answer? Y'all been together for a year now.
Oh.
They ask
I
you
mean,
to help them out.
I feel like it's okay. It's okay to help.
Now the rent
you know,
about,
long as
hold on, wait, I'm sorry. Let me throw this in there. The rent about $1,200.
Oh, that's pretty
okay.
bad.
Oh yeah, that's not really bad. But I just feel like, you know, helping is fine, just long as you can reciprocate.
The
When
energy.
when I need help, just make sure that you can help me.
Right.
You know, or that you're able to help me. You know, I just feel like.
And if we've been together for a year, we need to move in together because I ain't finna be paying your bills and my bills.
Oh yeah, because all right, because I was about to
We
say,
need to
okay, with the
make something that
scenario,
can work out.
with the scenario, and that y'all got two different things going on. What's going on? Like obviously nobody has their priorities straight. If you know y'all still in a relationship and y'all still on two different wavelengths, yeah, I'm with her. Yeah,
Right.
under the same roof. Let's struggle together, not in separate homes.
But not everybody ready for that though. You know, like
Yeah,
just
you do gotta
because
take your
you're in
time.
a relationship and then y'all only been together for a year, so in a year, not everybody's gonna be ready to move
Yeah, it depends
in.
on the person.
You know, yeah, and it definitely depends on the person. So I just feel like, or if you don't want to give that person all of the money for the bill, at least give half
Or
or
some,
some.
right.
You know, and then that way, you know, that's you contributing somehow, but
Make it
still gotta
easy.
reciprocate. I just feel like that's a big
Most
deal.
definitely.
All right, cool. So this next topic I want to touch on is abortion. How do you guys feel about abortion?
I feel, as a male, I feel like I really don't have no say so, but I feel like if it's a woman's choice, if that's what she want to do, then that's what she want to do. You know, I feel like women have different problems. You know, it can either be from rape or just anything. You know, if you feel like you're not ready for a baby, then so be it.
As a
Have that
male,
abortion.
genitalia, you know what I'm saying, it's leave it to the women of the world. Leave
Yeah.
it to the women of the world to decide. It's all about them.
Mm-hmm.
That's my only comment. So, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm pro-choice. Like they said, you can do whatever you want to do with your body. It's your choice, but you still need to make caution and be aware of the things that you're doing because
Well, here's a scenario for you guys. How do you feel about when a man and a woman get together and they end up having a baby together? Well, not necessarily having the baby, but she's pregnant and the male may not want it or the female may not want it, and they have to still decide whether they want to have the abortion or not.
I just feel like that's a tough one.
yeah, I feel like I said earlier, you need to have a conversation
Right.
before you even have intercourse with anybody because if anything happen and y'all end up having a baby, that's on y'all and y'all have to take up that responsibility unless y'all are in agreements to have an abortion. Like I said, I'm pro-choice. So if you decide to have an abortion, then that's on you. That's all kudos to you.
All right, so like also with abortions and all this stuff, like with pregnancy, they also come about the talk arises about birth control and stuff about that. So how do you feel about males taking birth control as opposed to females, or females taking birth control as opposed to males?
I feel like male genitalia. I mean, I feel like that. Well, I'm sorry. As a black male, I feel like you shouldn't be taking anything to control. What you got going on. Wrap it up. Do your thing. Be safe. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that simple?
Or hear me out. You could get a reverse vasectomy, and when you're ready to have a baby, you can have a baby all you want to. Women shouldn't take birth control because it's not healthy for the body anyway. But people do it just to be safe, or they say it's safe because the government says it's safe. But I feel like men should get reverse vasectomies or wear condoms. If you want to do either one, a baby gonna come, then I don't know what to say.
Reverse vasectomy.
That's when they, never mind.
All right, so I'm gonna keep it moving. The next thing I wanted to talk about with you guys is addiction and drugs and alcohol.
Okay.
We talking about hard drugs, so we talking
Yeah,
about.
we talking about hard drugs, maybe cocaine, heroin.
Sheesh.
Somebody that's on alcohol. Honestly, weed is a drug.
Weed is a
Marijuana
drug.
is a drug. So, how do you guys feel about addiction-wise? Like, did you ever come across a family member or somebody? I don't want to get too personal with you guys. But somebody that you know very closely that you tried to help, but they was struggling with addiction. Got anything that you want to say to anybody?
Drugs are the depressant of something consciously wrong. I also feel like along with the, how would you say it? With the drug addiction, I feel like it goes about how you're introduced to these drugs as well. like the environment, the situation, who's around you, like everything. Also, despite of like what you got going on in your personal life, so drugs can set a lot of people back. Depending
Depending on the person, yeah.
Yeah.
you have to know
So-
about the body and know what it does. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
so I feel like, well, I have had family members who have been like addicted to alcohol or whatever, so I don't really drink alcohol like that because it's just not my thing either. But for the drugs and stuff, cocaine and all that, I don't know what to tell them. Like, I don't know, because people go through a lot of stuff and you never know what people going through, and you can't really say, oh, you shouldn't do drugs, you shouldn't do drugs. I mean, you don't know their mental state, you don't know what they had to do to get out of bed this morning, so I don't know.
That's just weed is, I don't know. That's kind of different. I don't smoke personally, but I do feel like it does help some people cope, and like it helps some people focus. You know, just it just helps people overall. Some people, you know. So I feel like that's the reason why they do it so often. You know.
But you also have to watch your intake too, because it's not unnecessary for you to be smoking all day. Like you
Right.
can smoke like once a day, twice a day, but all day that's ridiculous. Like you
Yeah.
gotta watch
Oh,
how
yeah.
you taming yourself, because like you said, you gotta know your body. Like you can't just overdo it and then expect your body to be like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
ready to go. Nah.
Right.
Well, as far as weed and marijuana goes, do you feel like that is an addiction?
Yes.
That people take it as an addiction that sometimes they let take over them, or do you not think it's an addiction and people just be like, oh, well, I just smoke and I want to as recreational use? How do y'all feel about
Well,
it?
because it's weed, I feel like people don't really call it an addiction. I just feel like, you know.
I
Is it
feel
not an
like-
addiction because so many people do it? Maybe
I
that's
feel
why
like they
don't think
get
it's an
lost in the sauce. They get real comfortable
Yeah.
with, the state of feeling,
Right.
Right.
So, I mean, when she said about like overusage, I mean, there could be an overusage, but I feel like people just kind of get comfortable in that state of just feeling like the nothingness of what comes with it. So, it's a constant battle. It's a cognitive battle.
I don't know. It really depends on the person, because every time somebody smoke weed, they feel different. So you really can't say. I don't know.
Yeah.
You really, I don't know, because I've had friends who don't smoke and they smoked one time and they felt fine, and then I've had other friends who smoked one time or had edibles and they
It's lost.
did a lot of crazy stuff. But I don't know. It really depends on the person, because I didn't start smoking until I graduated high school, and ever since then I've just been chilling.
I feel like with that statement, there's an enhancement for every disadvantage
Right.
with drugs. So, yeah.
Well, one thing I can say is I know that a lot of musicians, because me personally, I'm a musician, so I know a lot of musicians sometimes use drugs as a gateway, like, and not necessarily as a gateway, but they happen to be an addict. But they use it in a sense, you get what I'm saying, to create and make better. So I know that not necessarily you need the drugs to create and make better, but do you think that sometimes it may enhance it for people to create and make things better?
I most definitely think it helps you focus more, like pay attention to what you need to be focused on. So maybe with the music, it helps them, like, it makes their imagination start running. You know how when you playing music or you rapping and stuff and words just flow like that?
Yeah.
That's why most rappers like smoke and stuff like that, because it helps them get in tune with what they're doing and help them focus on like this at hand. Like, I don't know.
And just put them in that zone.
Right.
Right,
Definitely.
there's
Because
an
when you under the influence, you focus on one thing, that's all you worried about. You focus on that one thing. You're not worried about nothing else. So.
As far as when you said about expanding creation, I can say that on a sober note, for some people, like there will be this constant cycle of continuous thoughts that you would think about all day, every day, the same thing all day, every day. For some people, when they do smoke or the usage of marijuana, in particular, it gives them a different type of field of different thoughts and feelings that they have not endured in a given, in a given situation. So yeah, I mean, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that's a really
So-
tough subject,
Yeah.
like to talk about. I don't know, because you got to think about a lot of stuff.
All right, and last thing I wanted to discuss with you guys today is does size matter, like physique-wise, whether it be the people that you have around you, relationships. Let's start with like the people that you have around you, friends-wise. Does size matter?
No. If you love somebody, you love them for their heart, who they are. I feel like, especially friends, you shouldn't go based off size. I just feel like that's really crazy if a person do that, because,
Yeah, it is.
you can't do that. You can't judge. I mean, like, size don't have nothing to do with like I said, their heart or who
The
they really,
spirit that comes with the person.
or who they really are,
Right.
or you know, if they trustworthy, all that, you know, what comes with being a friend. Size don't have nothing to do with that.
So of course, I feel like everybody should be their best. So for my friends, I encourage them to go to the gym with me, even though they don't. But I mean, I still love them, big and all. It doesn't matter. But my relationship, that's a good question. I like my man to be a little chunky, so I don't know. I can't date no skinny dude. But go ahead.
She done popped it off. She done popped it off.
I'm just saying.
I don't know. Boy, obviously, size doesn't matter because, again, you know, that doesn't match up with the spirit that somebody has as an individual. For a relationship, I would say that it's more so of matching your heart's content with the next person that you would say that you would want to be with. So, I mean, hey, some others will look at it as, okay, well, you carry what you can carry. If not, you know, hey, leave it alone. But,
All right.
you know.
That's like asking if race matter. Like,
Right.
that's something, well, some people can't change it, some people can. It really doesn't
My God.
depend on, like, the person that's inside, like their character and stuff like that. You can't change nobody's character. You can always change the outside, though.
Right. But still, I still feel like, you know, if you can connect with, no offense, but if a skinny person can connect with a bigger person, I feel like the skinny person shouldn't like disregard that connection just because, oh,
Right, because
he
you
too
did.
fat. I'm not gonna connect with this person, you know? I feel like that's stupid. Like, you know, keep that connection.
What goes back to stereotypes, man.
Yeah.
They say the bird chest men be with the bird chest women. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. What?
No,
Right, I feel
it's
that
a lot
too.
it's a lot of stereotypes, you know. There's a lot of stereotypes, and we go based off stereotypes. So that question is important because they don't ask this, but that's like the first thing they think
Right.
based off who they want to pursue.
I mean, you shouldn't be talking to nobody if you're not attracted to them anyway. Like, what? That doesn't even make sense. Like, why would you
So-
pursue somebody and you don't even want to be with them?
So that does become an issue sometimes during relationships. Like, people be like, man, I like this girl, but she fat. Or, man, I like this dude, but he fat. Or, I like her, but she's too skinny, whatever the case is. But then they don't actually get a chance to go out and meet the person and
That's
get to
like
know them, see
saying,
what they
I'm not
coming
going to
with.
date this girl because she got a flat booty.
Yeah.
And you know how many people done turned me down for that?
Yeah, but they
And
can
look
help
at me
you make
now,
it back.
Babbitt. And they want to come back. So that's their problem.
Hey, that's real.
It is what it is. That just means that they character bad. Like, you looking at somebody based off their person, like their appearance. That's not okay.
And it's gonna change when they get old.
Say it one more time.
It's gonna change when they get old, baby. Boy, word.
It's about when we move forward in life. That's what it's about.
Right.
All right, well, that's all we have for you guys today.
Oh man.
Again, my name is Yoshi. These are my panelists, and this is Spike 324. We out.